It was the coldest night in February when the neighbors first heard the whimpering. The sound came from behind a crumbling fence on the edge of a suburban cul-de-sac in Minneapolis. Most people assumed it was just another stray. The winters there could be brutal, but no one expected someone to have left a dog outside on hidden purpose. Except that's exactly what had happened. A once beautiful German shepherd named Leo had belonged to a man named Curtis, who lived alone in the small, neglected house with yellowed windows and a patchy lawn. Curtis was the kind of man who treated animals like tools. Leo had been his watchdog, tied to a post during the day, ignored at night. No walks, no affection, just barking orders and cold concrete. But that winter, something changed. Curtis lost his job, the bills stacked up, he started drinking, and in his frustration, he stopped feeding Leo properly. Some days the dog got nothing at all, others, moldy scraps. Then one night, without a word, Curtis untied Leo, shoved him out the back gate, and locked it behind him. Alone in the snow, Leo didn't leave. He Saturday outside the fence, confused, his ears perked every time Curtis moved behind the curtain. For 2 days, he waited, no food, no water. Snow collected on his fur as the temperatures dropped to single digits. A neighbor named Maya, a young black woman who had just moved into the area, noticed Leo. She'd seen him chained up before, but now she saw his ribs, his trembling legs, the frost collecting around his paws. She knocked on Curtis' door. He opened it a crack and muttered, "Ain't my dog anymore. He'll figure it out." Maya was stunned, furious, but she didn't argue. Instead, she went to her car, grabbed an old blanket and a bag of chicken jerky, and knelt down beside Leo. "Come here, sweet boy." At first, he didn't move. Then, slowly, he limped toward her and collapsed into her lap. The rescue. Maya took Leo in. Her apartment didn't allow large dogs, but she didn't care. She wrapped him in blankets, gave him warm broth, and Saturday up all night stroking his fur. The next morning, she took him to the vet. Hypothermia, malnutrition, but he would survive. She posed photos of Leo's condition online with a simple caption, "This dog was left to die in the cold. He deserves better." The post exploded. People donated, shared his story. A local animal rights group offered legal support, and within 48 hours, Curtis found himself in the middle of a social media firestorm. But Maya didn't stop there. She filed a cruelty report with Animal Control, brought the vet's documentation, and even submitted a video she'd secretly recorded of Curtis admitting to abandoning Leo. Karma comes around. Curtis was charged with animal cruelty and fined, but the internet wasn't done with him. His landlord, who had tolerated his neglect for years, finally evicted him. His name was now tied to every search of animal cruelty in Minneapolis. And Leo recovered. It took months for him to trust fully again. He'd flinch at loud noises, cower at sudden movements, but with Maya, he was safe for the first time in his life. He had a warm bed, belly rubs, and a family. And one spring morning, 6 months after he was rescued, Leo ran free at the local dog park, tail high, 10 out, chasing tennis balls like he was born to fly.